Hello everybody and welcome to Gladius Relics of War. There's been a new DLC drop and that DLC is the Tau faction. If you're not familiar with Gladius Relics of War, it is a 4X strategy game. Takes place in the Warhammer 40k universe. I've covered it a couple times on the channel and it is a lot of fun to play, especially if you are a big Warhammer 40k fan like I am. Now, with the Tau DLC, I knew I wanted to check it out. Every single time a major faction DLC drops for this game, it's definitely worth revisiting it because usually the DLCs also incorporate a whole list of changes and improvements, bug fixes, additions and improvements to the AI, stuff like that. So it's just fun to jump in and check out all the new stuff. Now I've gone ahead and already set up a brand new game for us to try out with a different scenario, something a little bit different than what I normally do, and I think you guys are going to like it. It's going to be very challenging. It might be short-lived, but I think it'll be fun. So what we've got is I'm going to play as the new Tau faction. And in fact, we're going to have 4 Tau factions in this game, all on the same team, including myself. And essentially, we are fighting off a Tyranid faction. Consider it being like the Tyranids are invading a Tau homeworld, and we are trying to survive, which actually in the Warhammer 40k universe really did happen. So this will be a lot of fun. We've got the settings over here. I have put it on impossible difficulty. That is the hardest difficulty in the game, but because it is team versus team, and even as a Tau, we have actually one additional person, that should kind of make a difference. It'll be my first time actually playing with a Tau, so I'm not entirely sure what to expect or how to even play them correctly. So it's basically going to be the AI fighting each other, and then me just kind of stumbling around and pretending that I'm helping. We've got the world size set to huge because with this many factions, it only made sense. But I did lower the land mass, so the amount of land that'll generate, down to very low. The reason I did that is because I thought it would make a lot of really neat choke points and things like that, which would make it a lot more fun and interesting, especially playing the Tyranids. And I've set the game pace to fast. I decided to go away from very fast like I usually do and just go with fast so that the game kind of plays rather quickly in terms of exploring tech and research so that way we can check out all the new stuff in the game. But I avoided the very fast because I wanted to kind of take a little bit more time and hopefully it kind of slows the AI just a bit. For advanced, everything is the same. We got the Fortification Pack DLC, which I never covered, so we're going to check that out as well. Introduces a whole set of fortifications that you can place on the map for building choke zones and everything, so that'll be pretty cool. All the other DLCs. I did set the wildlife density to very high. That is the highest setting, so we're... it kind of is a double-edged sword because even though we've got to also deal with the wildlife, it kind of cripples the AI a little bit, makes it harder for them to expand early on and buys me a little bit more time to get... hang of things. And then I did set the Imperial Ruins density to high because it just felt fitting for a Tyranid versus Tau game. That is everything. Let's go ahead and press start and get into it. Plus see the new Tau cut screen here, which we should jump right into.
Never have the Tau been so close to extinction. Your homeworlds are surrounded. The swarm, the machines, men. To ensure the survival of the Tau, your fleet was dispatched. The 4th expansion, to claim new rich worlds. Yet the warp swallowed us. Your ship emerged alone, war-ravaged, alien. This was not the paradise promised, but you will conquer it. For the Tau, for the greater good, for your survival.
Awesome. I am so excited, guys. I love the Tau. I've played the Warhammer 40k tabletop game a lot in the course of the last 10 plus years, and I collect the Space Marine factions, but I've always wanted to build a Tau army because I absolutely love the way that their units look. So here's how we've started. We've got the Tau up here in the north of us as a faction. We've started right south of them, but aside from that, it looks like the only other close one is the green over here, and red's all the way in this corner, so we're not really sure where the Tyranid are on this map. I do like the fact that I did start on a somewhat outer edge. I'm going to say the Tyranid are definitely someplace over here. And I don't see any early choke points or anything like that. I think I would have much rather started in the grasslands area. But I think the good thing about starting here in the desert is it should give us a lot of energy and a lot of ore. And it looks like we do have all of the same resources that the other factions have. We got a couple of different things up here. Subvert city. Reduce the loyalty of a target enemy city for the greater good. Reduce target enemy units' morale. Cost scales with target strength, okay. And convert auxiliary. Convert a unit of Croup Hounds or Vespid Stingwings to your side. Enslaved units cannot be converted. Cost scales with target strength, okay. We started with 2 groups of Fire Warriors and some Builder Drones, which looks like that's what is going to found our first city. You see we've got all these Imperial Ruins here. We actually have a Ruins of Vol right here, and an ore field pretty close by, but those are the only 2 heavy resources I got. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of exploring just to see. Another ore field, so I'm going to say that most of the good Tau units probably do cost ore. So this is probably not a half bad start. We're going to want to found our city, I think, in the first turn. We definitely don't want to get lazy with it. I'm almost thinking just right here. It looks like a pretty nice spot. We got a lot of energy nearby, a little bit of ore. No food, though. Food's definitely going to be an issue for us. And food is pretty important. If I found it there, I could put some food there. And if I clear that off, I could put some food there over time. I don't see a better location. Let's move our units up just one. Let's do 1 turn. We just got to be careful. I'm certainly not in the best spot. Ooh, what are they doing here? Looks like they might have been trying to convert that. I do have some Croup Hounds here I could probably try to convert. Right? Oh no, can't. Cost scales with target strength. I probably don't have enough then. Yeah, minus 33, so we're not to that point. Oop. Okay, we're not going to fight if we don't have to. I guess I better plan on founding my city then. Everything is negative food besides back here, so let's just drop the city here and be done with it. That way we can start building stuff. I'm going to go ahead and claim this ore here. Plus I'll get a fortification bonus, which will work out nice. We got the outpost bonus here, because I think we're going to be fighting these guys. And I like the range bonus. Pretty handy. And what do we got to build here? Cycle between active weapons. We've got an ion accelerator and ion accelerator overcharge. That's pretty cool. We can build, yeah, food is definitely something we're going to want to focus on. We're only getting +1 a turn. And that would require building food outside here. Ooh, or here. But there's it's minus 20% for food. Yeah, we're going to want to acquire this tile for food production right out the gate. And then start constructing food there. It's the only thing I see that really needs to happen. As for research, what do we got? Here's the research tree for the Tau. So all the good stuff, disruption pods, the XV-128 storm surge suits, those are the late game stuff. When do we get actual like XV-88 suits or something like that? I see the command. We got a commander here, a Pathfinder, the Pathfinders, the Ethereal, MV1 gun drones. Okay. Building that produces ground vehicles. Yep, we're going to want that. Heroes and generates food and influence. We've got the TY7, so the Devilfish. So the Devilfish is a troop transport. There's the XV-8 crisis battle suit, so that's a little bit later on. And the Hammerhead gunship is all the way down in tier 5. Okay, stealth battle shoots, the Skyray gunship, Riptide. I'm not really sure what's going to help us the most with Tau, or I'm sorry, with Tyranid. And Tyranid are strictly, not strictly, but they're definitely heavily melee based, and the Tau suck at melee, so we've got that to deal with. Bonding Knife Rituals, so the ability to restore their morale, that's kind of handy. The Photon Grenade grants Fire Warriors, Pathfinders, and Cadre Fireblades the ability to throw a Blinding Grenade. Grants the ability to purchase Research with Influence, that's kind of cool. Building that produces heroes as well as regenerates food and influence. Let's go ahead and get the building that produces heroes out of the way. And then, yeah, we're going to want to get some armor, I think, at some point. Are you kidding me? We've already discovered the Tyranid as a faction? Wow, so the orange Tyranid are right between me and green. That could be a problem. That could definitely be a problem. Oh boy. And here is our quest line. I think this is going to be the only way we're actually going to be able to beat the game. You should not be here. You cannot be here. Your ship was an ark carrying the races and ideas of the Tau to new worlds. Following Commander Sure Strike's fleet, you should be with him and your fourth sphere comrades, proselytizing the greater good to new souls. Instead, in the Vash Anan, the space between the stars, a dream of corruption swallowed the fleet, your auxiliaries were lost or twisted to darkness, and in that timeless nightmare and impossible many-handed being saved your ship alone of the fleet. A many-handed being, I'm trying to think which chaos god that is, landed it here, on this hive world ruined by war, full of hostile aliens and trapped by storms. As the ranking Shasel, not in stasis, the ethereal, has named your commander, he assigns you a new task to take this planet for the Tau. But first, he demands that you chase down your errant auxiliaries. Use convert auxiliary on errant auxiliary. Okay, so 38. We get 38 influence for that. That's just converting one of these units over. Ah, somebody converted that over, or something. Interesting. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep claiming a couple things. We'll head up here and claim... Oh, I forgot that. We don't want to stay on the wire read for too long. Yeah, I'm going to go back and claim this ore field here, and then we're going to claim this ruin. And then I want to see what kind of choke point we got. I see we've got water here, so we're coming up on something. I can't believe this Tau has already got to face the Tyranid. And it looks like that if the Tyranid's like right here in the center someplace, it's not far from me. That makes me a little nervous. Whew, boy, that was rough. And they've got a lot of neophyte hybrids they're dealing with up there. All right, let's definitely take this and move back and take. Where's my other unit of fire warriors? Oh, they cargo. I'm not familiar with that. Okay, we'll move back and take this ruin though. Oh wow. Okay, I didn't mean to move them. I didn't know that was going to happen actually. Interesting. They only get one movement out of that, but I guess that protects them so they can heal up. That's kind of cool. I think that's fairly new. That must be new with the fortifications update. Can't claim these guys. I can claim these. That's 30. That's 33. Why don't we wait one more turn? I'm not in a super massive hurry. Okay, we can marker light stuff. Acquire enemy unit as target for increased damage. Take it for the next combat. Plus 10% damage taken. Okay, pretty cool. So we can marker light these. We can't shoot them anyways. And we've acquired a tile, so let's go ahead and get some food production going. And after that, we settled it on an area that's got an increased amount of power. So I think we're going to want to go ahead and jump our energy thing there. And then we're going to want to acquire this plus 40% for ore would be really good if we go for vehicle construction, which I know we're going to do because of all the ore we're going to have in our area. And there is another set of Tyranid. Over by red this time. And he might be fighting those guys alone. Wow, look at all the neophyte. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Boy, he really is going to be fighting those by himself. And it looks like I'm going to deal with these guys. But at this point, I can do convert auxiliary. So we'll get that done. And that gave me Another 38 influence, so I could actually convert another auxiliary. You're studying a dissected Vespid when Cordoran of the Aircast arrives. His slender frame looms over the body, recoiling a little when he sees these signature deformities, the warped oculi, the unusual patterns grown under the mesoplorum, the oozing tergite. It is better dead, he says, making the hand sign of the dove. We are lucky we caught it amongst the pack. I am told that our orders say we should eliminate all the Melkor, but our scouts report... I'm going to butcher everything here. Our scouts report other Vespid out there who do not bear the Mont Taint. Would it not be right to at least attempt to bring them back to the way? You agree, as they say on Sakai, the way is always open, and as you admit to Cordoran, honestly, the troops will come in useful. You order the Fire Warriors to prepare their drones for war. Research MV1 gun drones, deploy MV1 gun drones, use marker light on an enemy unit. Okay, perfect. And then we get the Vespid Stingrays. But we can use the Kroot here to our advantage. And then go ahead and unload on these guys. Maybe we'll marker light them. Can I do that? Can I marker light and shoot in the same turn? So you can't. So that's interesting to know. I want to keep that in mind. I actually want to take this. And we got 15 research out of it, so that's not bad. Ooh, Castilian robot. I didn't see where we found that bad boy. Ah, all the way down here. And yeah, red's got to deal with the teal Tyranid. How are we doing with the orange down here? So far, so bad. He's going to lose these guys. Oh, he got him away just in time. Yeah, fighting Tyranid and trying to fight the Chaos Cultists, actually. Alright, perfect. So now we can get hero units as soon as we get the building constructed for them. Oh, I've got another unit here I can convert. Oh, let's see. Do I want to convert? I think that I do. I could certainly use them up there. And I don't want to fight them down here if I don't have to. So let's definitely go for a conversion. They did some damage to me, actually. This unit here is going to have to camp out and heal. And then we'll try to do some damage here. Nice. And I can't do that, so let's let these units heal. And let the Kroot take some of the damage. As for research, I definitely think we should be going with... Let's see. All these are only going to take one turn. So let's go for the ground vehicles building next. And the city here is constructing food, which is good because we're -2 there. It's going to construct energy, which I think is a good idea. Maybe I should hold off on the energy. Why don't we do the food? Then we'll probably go ahead and acquire this tile for ore, because that's where I'm going to build the vehicle constructor. But we're also going to want to build a barracks. And we're going to want to build... We're going to want to build that for heroes, I think, right there. But that is my only food spot. That does... The hero place does produce a little bit of food, but not as much as that. Now, we're going to have to put another food place here. I'm acquiring this tile. I can only build 2 places there. So that's going to be the vehicle depot and an ore area. Which means I need a whole nother area for food and such. I think down here, actually, I'm going to have to acquire for the hero area and the barracks. Yeah, that's like a definite. We're going to want to get the barracks soon because the Tyranid are already pumping out units. We're not going to be able to compete with that. Being able to take the Kroot Hounds over, though, is going to buy us some time. Until we get our barracks up. But there we go. Go with that, and then let's do a little bit of shooting. Oh boy, Overwatch there. And let these guys continue to heal. We'll send these Kroot Hound up to distract. Nice. And I need 45 to convert these Vespid Stingwings. So we will hold off on that. Now the MV1 gun drones, which grants the ability to deploy temporary basic combat drones, so that could be useful. Many mouths grants the ability to purchase food with influence. I like that. The Pathfinders, lightly armored infantry unit with scouting capabilities and advanced drones. I like that. Building that increases population limit. All right, let's go for the MV1 gun drones. It's part of the quest anyways. Yeah, the high density wildlife is really a pain in the beginning, but I love just the amount of dynamics it adds to spreading. I feel like it really limits the AI, which I enjoy. Wow, I was hoping they'd actually finish them off. All right, let's send this Kroot back to heal some. Ooh, these guys leveled up. They're still healing. They'll heal a little bit faster if I send them back to base. So let's do that. No Vespid to convert. I'm still 26 out anyways. I do have Chaos Cultists here. And how did that go? So we did acquire that. We built a food production area, which is good. So we're going to take this over. And then I would like to go with the vehicle building here. And then I know we're going to need more influence coming in. More research. There's a lot of stuff we're going to need. I think we're going to, after this, we build that, we're going to want to acquire another tile. I'm going to try to acquire tires a little bit quicker than I usually do, like in my previous games. Because I've noticed that I never seem to keep up in terms of, with how the AI does cities. Don't kill my Kroot. Alright, we're going to pull these guys back and let them heal some, and same with the Kroot. Let them do a little bit of healing so we don't lose them. These guys are healing up good. How's Orange holding up? He's still fighting Tyranids. He's producing some Fire Warriors and some Builder Drones. Ah, yeah, we should go ahead and get our second city down. Producing Pathfinders and building a barracks and constructing an arsenal. Yeah, we're going to want more building drones. Completely forgot about that. We need the barracks for that, right? I'm going to say yes. And the barracks is going to go here. So maybe I'll build the barracks here next. Does the barracks give us food? It doesn't. But that does. We are definitely going to need more food. I see we're already getting low with the 2 Kroot. Ah, MV4 shield drones. Very cool. And they're using the grenades to blind. That's handy. All of our units are healing up still, which is good. Alright, we're working on the arsenal. And then, let's see, 3. We definitely need more food, but we need the barracks. So let's plan on dropping the barracks here. And constructing after that, let's see, after the arsenal and the barracks, I'm definitely going to want to take another tile for energy production, which any of these would work. I think I'll take this one for energy and research production. And one more turn and we got the MV1 gun drones. Then we can deploy them and then we can marker light an enemy, and that'll be the chapter 1 there. Like I said, that's probably going to be the only way we beat the game is if we try to move through the quest line. Once the Tyranids start really moving, it's going to get really ugly. Because they'll start building up fast. What do we got here? Desert with a little bit of food, some influence and stuff. We're going to want to take that. I need to start exploring down this way, so I'm going to take the Kroot to go do that. Find out where my choke points are and what I can deal with when it comes to the Tyranid down in the south. The Fire Warriors I'm not going to send up. We're going to come all the way up here. Ooh, okay, we can't. Let's try to do some damage then. Nice. And how's this group here? They're almost fully healed, so let's send them out. And do I want to go to the north and try to take a couple more of these things before the AI takes them? It looks like we just have the one, but I'll probably need both sets of fire warriors to do this. And if I could take these Vespid, actually if I could take the Vespid next turn, that would probably do it. So maybe I should send the fire warriors to the south. I don't know, let's get them out regardless. And for research, let's do Ethereal. Support healing unit that heals and compels troops to excel. Well, we probably don't have... I mean, that would be nice to have some type of support unit. But so wouldn't the blinding grenades. Point defense targeting relay grants vehicles. Increased overwatch damage against enemy units adjacent to other friendly units. If I get another one of these, I can move over here and get the devilfish, the shield drones, or something like that. Oh, we're going to need the population limit increaser, though. How close are we to needing that? I don't know. I can't get out of the screen once I'm in it, can I? Until I pick a research. That's interesting. I really can't. Let's, it's going to be a little bit before I can get the ethereal. Because I'm building the barracks and the vehicle thing first. And we don't need the anti-vehicle grenades really at all because we're fighting Tyranid. So let's get the blinding grenades for 2 turns there. And then we are all set besides deploying the gun drones, which looks like I can do. The Vespid unit you recruited has been thoroughly tested by the Earthcast technicians and cleared. The change seems to have affected only a minority of the auxiliary races. Your relief is unbounded. For you, the Tau was always more than the Tau race. Nice. Pretty handy. Only got it for 3 turns though. And we did get a group of Vespid Stingrays for that. Plus we will get, or the Stingwings, I'm sorry. So we'll get these ones up here as well, I think. So I'm actually going to move this group. Boy, the Tau are pretty handy. Even if you don't have the barracks, you're getting a lot of auxiliary units going. That's kind of handy in its own way. All right, so I'm going to leave it off here since we're out of time. I hope you guys are excited. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be very challenging, but that's what's going to make it fun. And I'm certainly loving the game again and absolutely loving the Tau race. So I can't wait to keep playing it and showing it off. With that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me. Hope that you've enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you next time.